Sometime in the distant future, maybe the year 3225 or so, when historians are studying ancient Western society, or what will be ancient Western society by that time, they will marvel at one particular human enterprise, perhaps more than any other: the epic, money-sucking efficiency of casinos. Today, I am going to show you 10 tricks casinos don't want you to know. Before the start of the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more content, subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. 1. Some games are way more of a ripoff than others, even by casino standards. It's common knowledge that just about every game you'll find in a casino is tilted in the house's favor. But Sal says some games are worse than others. A lot of these games are designed so that the player can't win, says Sal. That's why the players have to realize they need to stay away from certain games. The top of his list? So-called carnival games, which are table games other than the traditional casino fare such as blackjack, craps, and baccarat. Three-card poker, let it ride, Caribbean stud. All these games have high house advantages where the casino has a strong edge, Sal says. People like these games because of the bigger payouts. They get paid 9-to-1, 8-to-1, 250-to-1. But you're going to lose a lot more than you're going to win in those games. 2. Some games are good games, or at least better. There are games tourists can play that they have better chances at, says Dirk Boss, a licensed Nevada private investigator and casino security surveillance expert. For one, he points to traditional blackjack. You can reduce the house advantages by being a skilled player or studying the game, he says. He also likes video poker. That's a game where there are strategies you can study, he says. It doesn't guarantee you're going to win, but it gives you a much better chance. It's going to reduce the house advantage and put things a little bit more in your favor. 3. Everything you see is designed to keep you in the casino. Anyone who spent time in a casino knows they are designed to make sure you'll lose track of time and of the money you're probably losing. That means no windows and no clocks. 2 in the morning is the same thing as 2 in the afternoon, says Sal. Some casinos have gone to desperate and sexy measures to keep you there and gambling. They have stripper poles, they have party pits, Sal says. You go to Vegas right now, it looks like a gentleman's club. You see girls dancing on the poles. It keeps guys at the table. 4. Security is probably watching you for your entire stay. If you're in a casino, you can assume you're being watched. Casinos are very well covered with surveillance cameras, says Dirk. Once someone arrives at our property, if we need to put together their movements over their entire day, we could easily do so. We'd be able to track their movements on the property just about wherever they went, except for like the bathrooms and into their hotel room. Casinos generally use surveillance to look out for criminals who prey on tourists and cheaters. And yes, Dirk says they can zoom in on your cards if they wanted to. So somewhere in the casino, in a locked, high-tech room, a security guard you'll never see might be telling you to hit. 5. And if you win big, they're watching you. You can bet on it. If you hit a big jackpot or get on a major hot streak, security has its eyes on you. When someone is winning a lot of money, they're always going to get checked by us, Dirk says. They're not going to know it, of course. Say a guy wins $100,000 in a blackjack game. I just want to make sure that it's legal, that he didn't cheat, that he didn't count cards or something like that. Dirk says in that instance, security will do a player evaluation. They will review his or her play on the video for signs of cheating or card counting. Then they'll check out the player. We have a database of bad guys that are out there and what kind of scams they pull, so we're going to check for that, Dirk says. 6. If you're cheating, security can tell. They know all the signs. Poker players know about tells, behaviors that give away a certain action or intention. Card counters and cheaters have tells too, and security is on the lookout for all of them. We look for cheating tells, says Dirk. Those are just behaviors that, when you're trained to spot them, they stand out a little bit. While Dirk didn't want to give away too many of these tells, he did spill a few of them. Two guys sitting close together. Dirk says two guys playing blackjack at the same table rarely sit close together, especially when there are empty seats. Most guys just don't sit like that, he says. Women will, most guys will not. Dirk says when you do see that, it's a potential sign that the pair may be secretly switching cards. They're trying to make one strong hand, which, believe me, happens, he says. They sit close together and have their arms folded after they're handed their cards. We suspect that indicates they're switching cards, so that'll get our attention. 7. One place the casino probably isn't watching you too closely, the poker rooms. Believe it or not, we don't spend a whole lot of time on poker at all, says Dirk. For one, since poker players play against each other and not the house, the casino doesn't have much money at stake. The poker players themselves do, however, and that's the second reason why casino security staffers don't need to monitor poker rooms that closely. The players police themselves, Dirk says. When you get people who play poker all the time, they know when someone is screwing off or trying to take advantage of something, and they'll say something. They pay attention to it better than anybody. 8. Dealers would rather you bet your tips for them. It's a basic bit of casino etiquette, but tip your dealers. Dealers make minimum wage, or in some places might make a little bit more than minimum wage, says Sal. A dealer's salary is all tips. Sal's wife and business partner, Dee, a former casino dealer herself, agrees. But she says that despite common casino policy, most dealers would prefer that instead of handing them a chip or two as a tip, players just put the tip up as a bet. If a player asks you if you want to bet it or you just want to take the tip, you're supposed to just take the tip, Dee says. But most of us want to bet it because you have a chance of doubling your money. 9. The dealers feel bad for you. When someone loses their shirt, you can expect some silent pity, but not much else. I can feel sorry for the guy, but I can't say, "Sir, you've lost enough, you'd better walk away," Sal says. It's not my job. There's nothing I can do. Still, Sal admits dealers do find themselves following the player's success, or lack thereof. If a guy's tipping, you don't want him to lose, he says. If a guy's not tipping, you're rooting for him to lose. 10. Yes, the dealers sometimes steal. What's the most common cause of casino malfeasance Sal has dealt with? Hint, it's not 11 tech-savvy scammers led by George Clooney. This is not as Hollywood as you would think, but honestly, it's dealers just reaching in, grabbing a chip, and shoving it in their pocket, Sal says. Nothing sophisticated. That's the reason behind all those strange rituals you may see dealers do. Everything the dealers do was put in place for a reason, Sal says. For example, when a dealer leaves a table, they have to clean their hands. They clap their hands and turn their hands palm up and palm down for the camera to show, "I'm not stealing nothing," says Sal. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications to see more of our future videos. With that said, keep enjoying our videos, and I'll see you in the next video.